So, my name is Dr. Grace Kakari. I go by Dr. G on social media. I am a success and wellness advocate. So, what I do is that I talk about everything success, I talk about everything wellness, okay? And not just wellness, I am passionate about holistic wellness. So, I want us to do well in every area of our lives. We are just going to look at 5 simple ways to improve our physical wellness. You and I, our physical wellness. Thinking about it, if I am not physically well, it affects all my other dimensions as well. Should I show you the dimensions again? We have emotional wellness, we have spiritual wellness, we have occupational wellness, we have the physical wellness we are discussing today, we have financial wellness, we have intellectual wellness, we have environmental wellness, and we have social wellness. If I'm physically not well, if I'm physically affected, it affects how I'm able to interact in these other dimensions of wellness before the thing even started. Because when you are not well, it affects your spiritual wellness as well, right? And then how well you'll be able to work, occupational wellness, it will affect me as well. And then social wellness, how would I be able to interact with other people and enjoy social life if I'm physically not well? So you see, you cannot really take one of these dimensions out. We have to pay attention to all the dimensions to be well, to be whole. Holistic wellness, our whole being, thrive, flourish, however best we can. We have to thrive, we have to flourish. So I wanted to start off with this quote. I shared this last week and I wanted to share it again. A balanced, thriving life demands paying attention to several aspects of a person's life. The truth is that we cannot be perfect in all aspects of our life. There is no way, I don't see any way we can be 100% in all the dimensions of health and wellness. I don't know how I can be 100% with my social life and still be 100% at work and be 100% financially. I'm just one person, but I can be balanced, right? A little bit here, a little bit there. Just the knowing and not neglecting any aspect of your well-being is what we're advocating for, right? So if you're on board, let's just go straight. If you are dealing with a professor, then you have to find real definitions. So professors, we have to always make sure that we are doing the right thing. So I went to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, and then their definition of physical wellness, or their explanation, I thought was very simple, we can all understand. Says a healthy body, good physical health habits, nutrition, exercise, and appropriate health care. These make up the physical dimensions of wellness. So when it comes to your physical well-being, if you're thinking about it, what is physical wellness? What makes me physically well? How can I know that I'm thriving in my physical wellness? We are just talking about a healthy well-being, a healthy body. Are you healthy body-wise? Good physical habits. But good physical habits, right? Nutrition, exercise, and appropriate health care, that makes up our physical wellness. And then I like the National Institute of Health. That is where public health, we get most of our money from. So we trust their sources, okay? They pay us a lot. So the National Institute of Health, or NIH, would also describe it as watching what you put into your body, how much activity you get, and the weight and your weight are important for keeping your body working properly. So when you are thinking once again about your physical well-being, it's about watching what you are putting into your body. So that is the nutrition. They didn't use nutrition, but if we are talking about what you are putting in your body, then we are talking about nutrition. How much activity you get, that is what the other website said. Exercise, how much activity you get. Inactivity, are you moving a lot, are you not moving a lot? Okay, so that also is a component of it. And then watching your weight, so healthy habits, that is also very important. So now that we know the definition, now that we know what this is made up of, can you start thinking about your own self? How physically well are you? How are you doing? If I meet you today and I say grade yourself, okay, out of 100%, how physically active are you? How is your nutrition going? Put it together. Physical wellness, how would you grade yourself? I'm waiting for the feedback. How would you grade yourself, your physical wellness? Let's do out of 100%. Would you say I'm 50% working at it? I'm 80% confident that it's going really well. I'm 10% confident that it's going really well. And it's okay. There is no shame here. We are just thriving friends together, trying our very best to do this. So, no shame. I will say that I am 60%. Okay. Don't judge me. 60. I used to be around 80 before the year started, but I'm still restructuring things, figuring things out, and it has reduced how much active I am. But 60 is no shame. So, what about you? What percentage would you give yourself? Move on to talk about some of the things that we can do to improve our physical wellness. Okay, so positive physical habits can decrease your stress, lower your risk of disease, and increase your energy. This is why I am passionately starting with physical wellness, because we want to reduce our stress. From the definitions, both of them talked about nutrition. So the first thing we can also talk about will be nutrition. So what do we need when it comes to nutrition? Do you have access to fresh fruits and veggies? That is something to look at. Are you in a positive position at home to get better food? Are you improving your diet? Small goals, that's how it starts. So what can you do to improve your nutrition? I thought this is very practical, so I came with my own demo my own demo of how we can improve our nutrition. So as you look at my other screen, I'm trying to be as practical as possible. I just went around the house. I was looking at what we had around the house. What are some of the things that have been helpful in improving our nutrition? And really, it has been for us, for our family, it has been having access to the food at home, having access to the nutritious food at home. So on this screen, you see on the side, if you have it at home already, it's easier to eat. Walking around the house, I realized that having the oranges at home, okay, having the mandarins at home, having the avocado at home, and sometimes you can't afford fresh, you can do the canned stuff too. This is canned dill. It's just cucumbers, but when they can it like this, it has a different name. They put it on burgers and things. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but get something home so that when you're hungry, you don't go looking for the chocolate and the things you have, because whatever you have at home is what you end up eating. I also brought with me, so these are the fresh fruits I found around the house. And when you have children, oranges are your friend, right? Oranges and simple things like that. I also brought with me some of the things that have been saving my disgraceful life. Okay. When I promise myself that I'll start fresh, I'll cook this, I'll do that, I don't get the time to do it. And it's okay. There is no shame. We are learning. There is no shame in that. So I like to buy already shredded lettuce like this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm coming clean. Okay. I'm coming clean. I don't start everything from the scratch. If I come home and I have this, I will be able to just add a few things, maybe some eggs, maybe some more vegetables to make it richer and serve the family. Rather than if I am now coming to cut from the scratch, I don't have much time. I may end up not serving it at all. So it's okay to start from somewhere. It's okay to buy packed food like this. It's okay. All right. Same with the fruits. If you don't think you'll be getting time to be cutting fruit from the scratch, you can buy some of these frozen fruits. This one I had in the freezer, chunk pineapples. It's easier to eat it when you have it, when you can see it. And then we have a rule in this house, we have to finish what we have before it goes bad. So then you are forced to eat it. So something like this is also a great option for your nutrition. Okay. And then I'll quickly run through the other things I found. This is also another type of salad. Maybe practically, I will not mix raisins with my salad or all the other options. They have the red cabbage and cheese. I will normally not do that if I am starting from the scratch. So buying something like this is helpful. It gets you started. There is no shame in buying already packed food. Just add on some of your favorite things and enjoy. And then over the weekend, when you have time, you can start from the scratch. You can create your own. Another thing I found very useful for myself and for saving money is buying things on discount. So usually I will not go out buying quinoa flour, but I heard that is very healthy. It's a good alternative to the normal white flour. So one thing I did when I see it on sale like that, so it's supposed to be, I don't know how much the original price will be. This is organic quinoa flour. It could be very expensive. But when they put it on clearance like this, you can use the opportunity to buy new nutritious things to try. Okay. So I just wanted to share some of these things with you. Some of us, this is what we are doing to save money. This is what we are doing to look healthy, to stay healthy. And it's important we share with you. We are not almost always buying things from the scratch. We are not doing anything supernatural at home. It's just a little bit of trick here and there to stay healthy. So this beautiful salad in the bowl, it could be one of the packed salad, and they've added some of their favorite things on it, and it's ready in 5 minutes or less. All right, so you can adopt some of these things. I just want to say that physical activity doesn't necessarily have to be the gym. It doesn't necessarily have to be paying money to do something. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything, but exercising with somebody, almost any kind of exercise, you'll find a sample on YouTube. So just go on YouTube, check how to lose belly weight. Exercises will come up. How to build muscles. Exercises will come up. And even at home, somebody is doing it, so check that out. But if you think you are struggling with discipline and you still want to go out, which I do sometimes, like I said, I used to go to the gym every week. It was different. You never know what you are going to do. So I love that. It doesn't have to depend on me to find something to do, but the gym instructor makes it more exciting, makes it more entertaining. That is beautiful. So think about you and what works for you, and go for that option that works best. Okay, the third one will be sleep. This one, most of us are guilty. The people I'm seeing online, professors, you are not sleeping. Social media experts, you are working through the night. Most people are overworking and we are compromising on our sleep. But sleep is very important. It is advised that we have about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I personally, at this stage in my life, cannot afford 8 hours of sleep. It's luxury. But my gym instructor told me that I have to at least aim for 6 hours of sleep. That I can afford. At least 6 hours out of the 24, and then try and get some brief naps if you can, or rest. Okay, even if you are not napping, just pause, stop everything and rest. We need to live. We need the sleep to stay healthy. We need the sleep to be active. We compromise on the sleep thinking that we need the hours to do the work. But research really shows that if you sleep and you are well rested, you are more efficient, you are more productive. So really what we should be doing is sleeping. And then when we wake up, we put in the work, because the thing that would have taken you 2 hours because you're exhausted and the brain is not focusing, maybe it will take you an hour, maybe less. You will figure it out before you even realize. Let's try, as thriving friends, let's try to target 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This is the goal. The goal is to go 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But if you have a new baby, you are breastfeeding, you are feeding, bottle feeding at night, it's okay not to overly judge yourself. Okay, do what you can. Do what you can every day, and then just move on. That is what we are going to do. We are going to do what we can every day with our lives. All right, so now that we know that we have to sleep and we are going to try and sleep, what will be the next one? The fourth one is alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. Well, when it comes to alcohol, people desire to celebrate with alcohol. People desire to mourn with alcohol, and drugs and tobacco, smoking. Really, these are not healthy for us. Moderation is key. There is nothing wrong with having a glass of wine at the end of your day. That is fine. If you desire in that, just make sure that you are doing it in moderation. And when it comes to drugs, some people are even abusing prescribed drugs. Okay, I know somebody, whenever this person has a headache, the person goes for Tylenol. And most of these headaches, the medication is sleep. Most of these headache will be dehydration. We've been working throughout the night, we've been working throughout the day. You just need water and sleep. But then this person would just go for Tylenol, would just go for medication just to subdue the pain and then move on. And I'm always saying the solution is not coffee. The solution is not that medicine you are taking. The solution is just water and sleep. And if we are going to be sincere with ourselves, we know some of the situations where we try to find the easy ways to, subdue it with some kind of medication, with alcohol, with tobacco. But let's just avoid all those things and we will thrive physically. It is just over time going to weaken our bodies. We don't want that. We want to thrive. We want to live long. We want to be 80 and be enjoying the resources the Lord has blessed us with. We are going to be rich. We want to spend our money. We don't want to be spending the monies in the hospital, working on our kidneys and our hearts and our blood pressure. That is not what we want. We want to be spending the time with family and friends and going on vacation and on cruise rides and all the fun things that people are doing. We want to do those too. And it's a good desire to have. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, the last one, then we'll get off here, will be preventative medicine. So we don't always have to wait to get sick to go to the hospital. It is recommended that we see our physicians, right? Our medical providers at least once a year. You don't have to be sick to have these checkups. As women, it's recommended that we do breast screenings from time to time. You don't have to wait to get breast cancer to do that. Okay, you don't need to get symptoms of cervical cancer to go and get checked. There are all these preventative things we can do, and we have to do them now. We have to do them now. So let's look at our ages. How old are you? What are some of the conditions out there? Go and see your physician. Make sure they are checking all of these. You don't need to feel weak before you go and check your blood pressure. Once a year, make sure you are checking those things. You are checking your cholesterol level. You are checking your protein level. Then you work on it now. Prevention is the best. In public health, we preach prevention. We don't want to get there first. Then we are preaching, go to the hospital, chronic condition, acute condition. We want to prevent them now. We want to live healthy. So what are some of the things you can go and check? So start discussing these things with your physician. And the example I gave when it came to alcohol, drink water. We hear of this all the time, that we need water, we need water, we need water. We don't drink it, but we know you are just flushing out all the toxic and all the excess you've been eating in the day. It's okay. Drink water and pee it out. Another wonderful thing when it comes to preventative will be juicing from time to time. Some will call that detox. Some will also do fasting. It's okay to give your body a break and to revive. Okay, and it's great for the kidney. The kidneys have been working, okay, always taking out the toxic and redoing this and redoing that. Have any of you done detox before? Which of the detox did you do? Do you do the famous one will be Joe Cross Mean Juice. That will be the kale, cucumbers, lime, ginger. That one is really, really famous because of Joe Cross. But what are some of the ways you have been preventing diseases? And I'm very much interested in detox. What are you doing to detox? Do you fast? Have you been fasting? It's the beginning of the year. Some people are fasting, which is awesome. The body needs that. Aside it being a spiritual activity, it's wonderful if you give your body a break sometimes. Once again, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for joining. Share this video before you leave whichever platform you are on. Like it and share. Make sure other thriving friends get access to it. I appreciate you. Bye.